They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
First down here for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Cal's offense back out on the field now. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. And the Golden Bears with 1st and 10 here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he scores. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And they'll set up with the PAT. And it's up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll run it from the gun. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Short pass finds the tight end. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Crispy gets so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They're going to run it here. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. Running play called on 3rd and short. Breaks loose at the 40. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And there's the handoff. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? He'll hand it off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Great cut there. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Cal's offense takes the field now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Using his legs on the scramble. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
offense comes up to the line, they might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. A pop pass on a jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The short completion to the tight end. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Stanford. It was a foot race and he won it.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make you pay.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. So California's offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything. And
he lofts it toward the left sideline. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. Good enough for first down yardage. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. The Golden Bears starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Here's a quick throw to the right. Touchdown, Cal. This quarterback on fire today. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And here's the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. cannot be serious. This coach is going to go for it. Back up to his own end zone. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. It's caught downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets it.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Looking to chuck it again. Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties. And a big play is the result.
And that run produces a decent gain.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Stanford has moved into the red zone. And now the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after the completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Touchdown, Cardinal. Strong game by this quarterback. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Cal's offense back out on the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Impressive spin move. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Man, I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he dropped.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Not much on that play, brought down short. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Oh, that's a play you dream about as a defender. He gets penetration and times that hit up perfectly in the backfield.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? It's a quick grab. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Physical run breaking tackles.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
Cal's offense takes the field now. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Important second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this one is caught. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Catch made on the left side. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Golden Bears will kick this away to get the second half going. And he takes this from inside the 5. And bulldozing his way through. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. He's looking deep here. He's got it at the 15. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he'll just get rid of it.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Stanford. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
On the kickoff is hammered. Sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Golden Bears. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And the point after is good. He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Catch is made way down inside the 30. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Just a great call here by the offensive coordinator. The quarterback does a good job of recognizing the matchup that he wants. Puts the ball up and away from the defender where the receiver can run.
Got space, looking to score. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinal.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
PAT is good, so it's 35-21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So California's offense back out on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it second and medium. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down of the 47. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes a quick catch. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. It looked like they tried to get the ball to the edge, Kirk, but that play was just shut down before it could get going.
Yeah, that design is a sweep to get way out to the outside, but the defense flashes their speed there. Great instincts and speed to be able to bring that down for a nice loss.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. There's contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, you'll hand it off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. This Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's caught. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
That completion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Handoff to the back. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day.
Touchdown, Stanford. This offense really clicking.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Cal's offense back out on the field now. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Pressure is coming. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And the Golden Bears pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done...
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 20, inside the 10. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion.
But when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this.
Touchdown, Cal. Still no answer for this offense. See if they can convert the point after. And he knocks it right through. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That sack sets up a third down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Cal's offense takes the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Receiver makes the grab.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Across the 45 now. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offensive rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Offense is back out there on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. It's crucial here, a chance to extend the lead here late in the game. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College.